A small correction in Bitcoin means opportunity for you all who haven't bought yet. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are, whenever you are. Thank you for watching my videos. My name is DaVinci Jeremy. I'm 5x5 here in Dubai. Man, I hope you're doing well wherever you are, man. Oh, wow. You know, Bitcoin surprised me a little bit, but I was at the same time saw, right, on the live show, if you guys were watching the live show, which most of you don't, if you were watching the live show, I said, wait a second here. This looks like a trap. They're bull trap. And I was right on. I said, I showed people how to trade it. And yeah, I'll show you that in today's episode and more. But before I get into that, I want to talk about one other thing. Bitcoin's supply is drying up all around the board. We have the supply, the miners are not selling. Michael Saylor buying more than what the miners are producing. The ATFs need more than what the miners are producing. And finally, if we go to the what's going on in exchanges are actually reducing Bitcoin by the millions. So people are taking their Bitcoins, and there's going to be less and less Bitcoins for people to actually hold. So let that sink in for a second. All right, with that said, right, if you're interested in watching this live and asking me questions, right, we have quite a few people here. Thank you guys for joining us. You can do so by signing up at levex.davincij15.com, right? And when you do sign up, right, you can actually watch this live, right, by subscribing here. Next is also check out bybit.davincij15.com. Also, I'm trading on weex.davincij15.com. Links are in the description below. Okay, so let's go on to what happened with Bitcoin prices, right? Speaking about opportunity, you know what? Before we do that, let's add to our trade here, our leverage longs. This is an opportunity, right? Don't let an opportunity slide. Let's add to our Bitcoin trade. So this is the Ethereum trade. We could add to the Ethereum trade a little bit. Let's just add a little bit there. Boom. We're going to add 5%. And then we're going to also do that. Let's see if we can click on here. Yeah, perfect. And add a small percentage to our Bitcoin trade. There you go. Done. So we are taking advantage of this opportunity. Okay, with that said, let's clean up this this bullish divergence was when Bitcoin took off. So we need to take a look. Let's take a look for a bearish divergence, and let's just clean this up as well. You can see that was a nice trade there. And after I was looking at this, and then I thought, okay, well, Bitcoin not going to break down heavily beyond the $102,000 mark. Did break a little bit and has recovered. But when we were doing the show, the live show, I was like, uh-oh, this is a trap. This is a trap. And I was telling you guys to do a short on the show right there when I saw that it was a trap, right? Looked a little scary, right? And I said, yeah, you got to short it. And boom, there it is. Perfect short. You could have held that short a little bit longer. And yeah, well, profited big time, right? And it was, you could have had like a high leverage short, right? Because it was 0.51. So you could have done like, you know, easily 50x without having to break a sweat on that one. So there it is. Looking at it now, what do you see here? Nice big W forming here. Might not come to fruition because it's just forming, but it could just create another W and then take off from here. So that is the most likely case. I don't think we're going to break down any further, but let's go to an hourly to 4-hour chart and see how that looks. Interesting. Now it's a chop. We can end up going sideways still, but This is not that good, actually. You see, once we break these lows here, the odds are that we could end up coming all the way back down to the 98K, 90, or even as low as the $96,000 mark, just to retest the lows here. Now, is there a gap down here? Yeah, well, there's a little tiny one, actually. Wow, didn't see that one. There's a tiny one on the hourly. Let's see if it's on the 4-hour as well. Yeah, it is a tiny one on the 4-hour. It's microscopic, though, but it's there. So we could end up filling that gap, right? And yeah, that's interesting. I wonder if we're going to try to fill that tiny gap. That's kind of weird. We do. But not impossible. Looking at, if you look left, right, things are not shiny here. We should not have broken these levels, right, of the 102, 102.5. And yeah, we did. And so a possibility to retest the 97K is now on the table. Okay, moving on to Solana. Solana also was trying to psych you out, trying to break out to the 187 and failed to break to that 187. But I think we've got a clear picture. Even if we come back down to the 153, I think a bounce off of that will definitely occur. And we'll see Solana hit the 187 and probably break out from there. Looking at Ethereum has broken down a little bit, but that's okay. If you basically you have a high opportunity of taking a long here and then adding to this long. You have to accept this is going to be brutal, but this would be the stop loss right here, which is not likely to occur, but it's 28%, right? So it's pretty heavy. So you have to, there's another way to trade this. We can just add in. Okay? So yeah, this takes us all the way, 2-to-1 takes us all the way up. So what we can do is, as this thing moves higher, we can reduce our, you could do this, take this trade where your what's it called? Liquidation is your stop loss. That's it. I would suggest that would be your liquidation as stop loss. You take you take a small percentage, maybe 2%, and you go for this particular trade. And then what you can do is add to the trade as we find different options to jump in along the way. So what you do is you reduce the leverage size increase the leverage size from 2 or 3-to-1, right? As prices go higher, or if we find an opportunity in here to go long, and so we can add to it the trade along the way and reduce our stop loss all the way up. So that would be a good idea at this point because we're in a bullish situation here. Okay, that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed today's episode. I will see you guys tomorrow. Peace.